Alright, solving one-step equations. In order to solve one-step equations, we use the inverse operations on both sides of the equal sign to solve. Now, the inverse operation means like the enemy operation. Alright, now, the enemy of plus, of course, is minus. And vice versa. The enemy of minus is plus. The enemy of multiply is divide, and vice versa as well. The enemy of divide is multiply. So whenever you solve, remember the equation is like the tipping point. There's equal on both sides. So whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. X plus 4 is equal to negative 20. We're trying to get x by itself. Plus 4 has got to go away. The enemy of plus 4 is minus 4. Do that on both sides of the equation. So now you're left with x equals negative 20 minus 4 is negative 24. That's our final answer. Now you can check your answer by plugging it in back to the original equation. Negative 24 plus 4 is indeed negative 20. So you can check your answers. Let's try this one. X minus 4, instead of minus 4, you're going to plus 4 to both sides. And you're left with x equals negative 20 plus 4 is negative 16. The enemy of minus 4 is plus 4. Now, 4 times x is equal to negative 20. This remember, when there's no operation that means times, you're going to divide by 4 on both sides. The enemy of times is divide. So these cancel. You're left with x equals negative 20 divided by 4 is negative 5. Check your answer. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. X divided by 4 is equal to negative 20. Remember, this is our equal point. X divided by 4, you're going to multiply by 4 on both sides. The enemy of divide is multiply. So you got x equals negative 20 times positive 4 is negative 80. Alright, the other thing that trips kids up are eliminating a fraction. So there's two ways that I'm going to show you to get rid of if you have multiplying a fraction. If we're multiplying, one way is to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Now the reciprocal is still the same sign, times negative 5/3. Multiply by the reciprocal. And what happens here is when you multiply fraction, tops times top, bottom times bottom, you get 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 5 is also 15. Negative times negative is positive. 15 divided by 15 is 1m equals, same thing here. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30 over 1 times 3 is 3. So m equals negative 30 divided by 3, which is negative 10. M is equal to negative 10. Another way to do this, same problem, is take it in 2 steps. This says 3 divided by 5 times m is equal to negative 6. Let's get rid of this fraction. Let's get rid of this 5. This says divided by 5, so we're going to multiply by 5 on both sides. So the 5's cancel, you're left with 3m equals 30. Excuse me, negative 3m equals 30. Then this says negative 3 times n. We're going to divide by negative 3 on both sides. And you get m is negative 10. So that's 2 ways to get rid of a fraction if it's being multiplied.